Today I want to talk about infidelity, lies, insecure, and cheating. Are you being unrealistic, immature, or just plain old stupid? Why do we do it? Why do we put ourselves through the agony of having to lie to other people, hiding our phones just so we can have the cheap thrill of being a liar, a cheater? Makes no sense, right? Anyway, before I get into it, my name is Maya G. The purpose of this vlog is to talk about some real life stuff and analyzing how we can improve, evolve through mental, spiritual, and physical wellness. All right. So today I want to talk about infidelity, cheating, lying, wearing a mask, all that crazy stuff that humans seem to do just to get by. And one thing I can tell you honestly, just from my own personal experience and through the observation of other people, is most cheaters, liars, insecure people that wear masks have one thing in common. They're all trying to be somebody else. And what you'll discover is, on the mental aspect, they thinking that they're protecting us, protecting the rest of the world when they lie. Because they're so scared of letting themselves be revealed that they really don't think they're good enough to be loved by one person. They don't trust the fact that they can put all their energy into one person and have it reciprocated. Now, we've all been in a space where we felt so vulnerable that we were scared what the outcome would be and wanted to back out, run away. At least I know I have. Maybe you guys are perfect. It's never happened to you. And there's certain things that happen to you. You get so caught up emotionally that you lose all control. And most humans want to be able to have control over their emotion, especially alphas. Alphas, when I say men, there's alpha females. They just want to guard their heart, protect themselves because they don't want to get hurt. Most of these people been hurt in the past, been hurt as kids, and they just have these mental stigmas in place to protect them from being hurt. Now, it's easy to run away. It's easy to occupy your time or your attention with somebody else. But when we get down to the nitty-gritty of things, things are not just black and white. Things are just not logical. There is such a thing as karma. So on the spiritual aspect of it, your logical decision to step away and do something else, be a liar, be a cheater, be deceitful, wear a mask, it might help you to get by, but understand that as a human being, you have to respond to a spiritual side of things. So for every action, there's an equal reaction. So as you may be lying, cheating, being deceitful, on the logical standpoint, you might be able to get away with it. The other person may not even have any clue. However, the way the universe is designed is to protect those who are unaware of what one may be doing. And that's where the spiritual side comes in. And that's where karma comes in. So on a mental aspect, if you're insecure and you find yourself always step away or add additional people to the equation so you can feel safe, you might want to try to work on that before you try to commit yourself to anyone. Because at the end of the day, the main person that will end up getting hurt, it might take you a long time. It might take 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, your whole life. But the person who will hurt the most from cheating, lying, being deceitful, always going to be you. Case in point. Step number 2, trying to beat your insecure, mask, evil self. You look at yourself in the mirror, like, oh my God, I am just despicable with the things that I do to people. That person, we're going to go ahead and look within. And when we look within, honestly, we have to connect with our higher self. Because if you were to think about it, how would you feel if somebody was wearing a mask, being deceitful, playing games with your head, playing games with your heart? How would you feel about that? Not too happy. So your responsibility as a human being is to treat other people the way you want to be treated. Now, I know, Maya, you talking all that jabs, but the truth is, if you're not taking care of other people, how can you expect anybody to take care of you? Better yet, if you have kids, you're creating karmic situation for the generation to go after you. So if you should die before you pay back all the damage you've done to humanities, you put that curse onto your kids. That's on a spiritual aspect. I can't make this stuff up. You could look it up. So that's how it's so important for you to work on your character, for you to level up. So if you're insecure and your insecurity is the reason why you do the things that you do, look into fixing it. If you're unable to do it by yourself, get help. Because all you're doing is creating situation for the generation after you. And also, standing in the way of your own self, standing in the way of your abundant life, abundant in love, abundant in wealth. You're standing in the way of financial abundance because you get stuck of having to pay back all this karma. Step number 3 on the physical aspect. Now, I know that it's hard for a lot of us, myself included, to admit when we are in love or to admit that we may have a weakness for someone. But think of it this way. Nothing lasts forever. You may not wake up tomorrow. They may not wake up tomorrow. The reality of it is you really only get the little time that you get, which you don't even know what it is. And I know there's a saying that says that it's better to have loved once to never have loved at all. So when you find yourself in a space of vulnerability, understand that vulnerability is the space of strength. One who's able to be vulnerable and openly strongest of them all. Because people that play fake being strong, generally they're not that strong. And of course, those people, the weak ones, they usually do the most damages. But in the end, they're suffering inside. So on the physical aspect, be loving. Be loving for fun. See strangers on the street. Hey, how you doing today? Just do it as a normal thing. So when you get really in love and you fall for somebody hard, you don't have to be insecure. You don't have to hide. You don't have to play hard. You don't have to be somebody else. And I'm only saying this because I've been that person, okay? I'm speaking from experience. You don't have to be so tough to where nobody knows that you have a heart. Be soft, be gentle, be loving. Have boundaries, but be soft, be loving, be gentle. Because when they screw up, it's on them. It's never on you. Anyway, I don't know who this message is for. As usual, I try to come and bring you guys the most that I can, the most abundant information I can. If you enjoy this message, be sure to follow me on YouTube, Maya G The Goat. Follow me on Instagram. I am Maya G. It's always my pleasure to serve you. Message today was about being insecure, wearing a mask, just being love life. Hope you guys enjoy the message. Until next time, I love you.